Hello, guys, and welcome back to Charlie Talks Football. I just wanted to come on here today to talk about Newcastle qualifying for the Champions League. Now, as you know, Newcastle qualified for the Champions League after we drew 0-0 against Leicester. And to be honest, it was quite a boring game. We should have won that game. We dominated most of the game, but overall it is a good result because of that. That means Newcastle have qualified for the Champions League, which is amazing to see. And just before I start talking about who I think we're gonna sign and what teams I would like to come up against, I do have to give credit to Eddie Howe because he has done a fantastic job. People will just sort of despise a bit of what he's done, but we were in the relegation zone a year ago and he's came in and he's taken us from that to qualifying for Champions League football. And people will say Newcastle have spent money, and yes, we have. But compared to the other teams, we've hardly spent any money. You look at Chelsea, who've spent loads of money, and they can't even get into the top 10. You've got Man United, they've spent more money than Newcastle, we're above them. So money is a factor, but it's not the main reason. It's also because Eddie Howe has done such a good job of developing players and making them better. For example, players like Jacob Murphy, Almiron, at the start of the season, sorry, not at the start of the season. Last season, they were considered championship level players, but now Eddie Howe has turned them into, regular starters for Newcastle. So he's done very good at not just buying the right players, but developing players who were already at the club. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about what teams I would like us to get in the Champions League group stages. So I would like us to get either, I think, of course, Real Madrid or another Spanish club would be good as well. Or I think an Italian club would be good, maybe getting a Juventus and AC Milan. But I want you guys to comment down below, what club would you want Newcastle to get the group stages of the Champions League? I would also like to potentially get a team like a Portuguese team like Benfica, or a German team might be nice. Say like Dortmund or Bayern, but overall I think we should just enjoy that we're in the Champions League. Don't be too disappointed if we go out in the group stages, because I think we're here to stay in the Champions League. So I'm just saying to you guys, don't be too disappointed if we get a very tough group and go out of the group. And even hopefully if we can qualify through to the groups and go to the round of 16. That's a fantastic achievement for Newcastle, even if we do get knocked out for the round of 16. So, guys, I just wanted to discuss who I think we might potentially sign now that we are in the Champions League. Obviously, I have said in my past videos that our transfer strategy will change with us being in the Champions League. We will try and bring in different type of players to if we're in the Europa League. So a player who's always been mentioned is James Maddison. Now, in my personal opinion, Maddison would be a fantastic fit for Newcastle, and I think this is one of the most likeliest transfers to happen this summer. I think Leicester want between 50 or 60 million for him. And also it has been said in the media by the Chronicle and Fabrizio Romano that Newcastle are also looking for a left back, because obviously we've got Target and we know Dan Burn has been playing then, doing a fantastic job, but we do sort of need another left back. Say one of the favourites for this position is Kieran Tierney from Arsenal. Now, there's been lots of reports coming out saying that Newcastle are the favourites to sign Kieran Tierney. Sorry about that, I've just got a bit of a bad cough. But anyway, like I was saying before, Newcastle are set to be the favourites to sign Kieran Tierney in the summer. Arsenal will accept around £30 million. And for me, this would be a very good signing for Newcastle. As he has got Premier League experience, he's played in the league before, and for 30 million, for me, that's an absolute bargain. So he would also be a fantastic signing for Newcastle. And of course, getting Champions League, you're playing the games Tuesday and Wednesday, so you're going to need a bigger squad, which means I do think that Newcastle will sign 5 or 6 players this summer now that we have got Champions League football now. Eddie Howe has came out and said that this will be our toughest transfer window yet. And he's not wrong, because, of course, with us being in the Champions League, although more players will want to join, the clubs will demand bigger fees, and not many clubs will want to sell to Newcastle, especially... sorry, guys. I've got quite a bad cough at the moment, so I might be coughing it quite a few times in this video. But anyway, like I said, Newcastle will be sort of looking to sign players from abroad and not in the Premier League, because Premier League clubs won't really want to do business with Newcastle. So anyway, guys, that was just a video for you guys talking about the Champions League. So what an exciting time it is for Newcastle. I'm going to relax now. We've done it. We're in the Champions League. I mean, if you would have told us last season that we would get Champions League football, I wouldn't have believed you, because honestly, it's just amazing. And Eddie Howe's done such a fantastic job. So anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe. See you later. Bye.